I'm Mr. Christopher. This is my world, and this is Roasting the Dead. Easter week. May the power of chocolate Christ compel you. Wishes for a bright and blessed Easter. May you find hope and joy in the beauty of the day. Unlike all these people who found death at the end of their days. But what is death after all? Some would say the ultimate happiness, would they not? What is death after all? Some would say the ultimate happiness, but anyway, this is Roasting the Dead. Let's go roast the dead on Easter week. I collected all my eggs, as you can see. I put them on it's my eggafala over my eggafala necklace. If you get it, you get it. Let's go roast. Come, let's go. You know this guy's a friendly ghost. Hello, Mr. Christensen. I'm Mr. Christopher. Nice to meet you. This idiot spelled car wrong. It's one R. Idiot. Harold and Nancy Van Curren. I can hear the neighbors. Did you hear Nancy passed away? Nancy passed away. That's sad. She was so nice. Harold Van Curren. Very nice rock grave. The Van Curren's more like the Van Deddens, am I right? Got him. May the power of chocolate Christ compel you! Did you guys notice that only the C on Nancy Van Curren's grave was wet? Did you notice that? Do you think that's a message from the Easter Bunny? The Easter Bunny's like, Nancy Van Curren was a cunt. I got the Last Supper. Isn't that nice? Look at that. It's a gilded frame. But I'm not going to talk about that. That's for Art Connoisseur. That's for the Art Con Easter. I just figured Last Supper, art, Last Supper. I mean, it literally, the Easter Bunny's right there. The Easter Bunny's literally right there. So I had to do it. Let's keep roasting. I put my eggafala on my hat. It's my hat-afala now. If you get it, you get it. Moving on. Let's keep roasting. Hazen. I am convinced this is a witch. If not a witch, it's a demon. And if you unbury this thing, it will follow you for the rest of your life until it kills you or something, and your friends and family. Hazen. John R. Mr. Chris. Let's misbehave. That's a little creepy, buddy. That's a little weird. But alright. Freak. This is what they call McDonald's workers. McKnights. Alice Jane Shrapsmetal. Quail. Alice Jane Shrapsmetal Quail. She lived a full life. 1908 to 2001. That is a nice long life for Miss Shrapsmetal. Alice Jane Shrapsmetal Quail. Say her name. Say her name. I put my eggafala back on. I'm the one. No, nothing goes better with Easter than balloons, in my opinion. I don't know what it is about balloons and Easter that I'm just like, they go together. They go together like milk and chocolate, it makes chocolate milk. Eggafala. Now, you know what else goes great with Easter? Slinkies. Nothing goes together with Easter better than Slinkies. Everyone loves the Slinky, Slinky, Slinky. Everyone loves the Slinky. Yes, they do. Right? Look, I'm an elephant. Look, I'm an elephant. Right? Let's get back to roasting. Let's get back to going. Let's do the roasting stuff. Let's get back to Easter roasting. Yeah. Come on. I wonder if it was hard to get this guy buried. I wonder how long it took to bury this guy. Ah, yes, the nobodies. Mr. and Mrs. Nobody. Mr. John and Mrs. Lavos Nobody. I'm not always right, but always. McGarry, more like McDaddy. Am I right? See? Ring. There's no body here, it's just a ring. Swift blows. Nice to meet you where you been. I can show you incredible things. This is my world and it's me, Mr. Christopher, can't you see? It's just me and Squigs, roasting the dead all day. That's what we do, that's how we play, yeah. And it's gonna be forever. Well, at least the next 5 years that we're gonna be roasting. roasting all the dead queers, and then people are gonna laugh, and some people are gonna be mad, but that's just how it's gonna go, and I won't be sad. Right? I used to think Swift blew too, and then I started listening to the radio a lot because I got bored of my music, and I was like, every other song is a Taylor Swift song, and I didn't had to look it up because I don't know. I'll be listening to some jam, and I'm just like, nice to meet you, where you been? Like, clearly, that song is just imprinted in my brain, and then I look it up, and I'm like, that's T Swift, huh? I guess she's not as bad as I thought. But goy slop, you force feed me some decent goy slop, and I'm just gonna sit there and eat it like cereal, I suppose. Let's keep roasting. Let's get a couple more Easter roasts out there. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, good. Another king brought down by the No Kings protests. You're doing it, people. You're making a difference. One king at a time. Who are you? Who are you? This guy just died and I just said, put a rock there. Nobody liked him. Barker? He was a dog. Course he did.
It's because the first name on the grave was Barker. Roof, roof. And the second name on the grave was Coursey. Coursey did. Course he was a barker. He was a dog. Course he did. Oh, I love Easter roasts. Let's keep going.
This lady died of Cronin disease. She had trouble pooping. Oh no! It's Gozika! They called her Esther Sewell. Because she was blind and she couldn't see well. It was actually mean. And the two E's are for the two missing eyes she had. Esther E.E. Sewell. Oh! Clark! They call him Mellow Yellow, but he's dead now. They call him Mellow Yellow, but he's dead now. He just died about 20 years ago. 20 years ago, died about him.
He just died 20 years ago. 20 years ago, died about him. They call him Mellow Yellow, but he's dead now. They call him Mellow Yellow, but he's dead now. Keep roasting.
They didn't hold a funeral for this guy, they held his funeral. It was Henry's funeral. This is what I want my grave to be. Just a statue of me. Standing next to some trees. And then on the bottom it says Mr. Christopher, right here. Mr. Christopher. It could just be this statue. We can just change the hat. And I don't want to be holding a clover leaf. I'll be holding like a... I don't know. What would I be holding? A pen?
That would be a sweet grave for me. It makes sense. At the bottom I want to say, Mr. Christopher, never be afraid. Always keep moving forward and lead with love. Bye. That's what it's going to say. Here lies Mr. Christopher. Never be afraid. Always keep moving forward. Lead with love. Bye. Maybe there'll be more. I don't know. But and then in my hand, I'm going to have like an apple in one hand, and instead of like the stick, it's going to just be a slinky. I'll be holding the slinky like this. That'll be a great grave. And let's keep... I got a few more in me. I got a few more Easter roasts in me. Happy Easter. We got the bunny with us. Jesus Christ himself. He's in the picture. There he is. There he is. The Last Supper. I like to call it The Last Lunch, painted by the Ninja Turtle, Donatello, who used his pen name, Michelangelo, because a little unknown fact, Donatello is actually the only Ninja Turtle, but he uses 3 pen names because he's a Zionist. Ashkenazi. All right, we're done. We're almost done here. Let's keep going.
I want huggies! Must have been nice to be born in the rich. I was born in the poor. Every now and again I come across a legendary name, Archie Archambault. That's a great name, Archie Archambault. That guy's a character in a show where he sits in a chair and apparently says racist things. I don't think that's it. I don't think that guy's name is Archie Archibald. I think it's Archie Bunker. That's right? Archie and Mary Bunker. Good, another king put in the ground by those no king protesters. Hello, Mr. Christone. I'm Mr. Christopher. This is what it looks like before you're buried. Amazing grace.
That's where you end up, in the mud pit like the rest of them, rotting away. It's my best impression of the homeless man from Scrooge. That's where you end up with the rest of them in the mud pit rotting away. But yeah, that's where you end up. Isn't that fun? They put fake grass around a 6-foot hole, and they put a tomb in there, and then they throw your casket in there. Your body has been harvested. I was thinking about. I was driving on the highway earlier today, and there was a sign on some bridge that said, "Be an organ donor," and I was like, "Don't tell me what to do." That makes me not want to be an organ donor, 100%. Back in the day when I was a wee lad, when I was like about 920 years old, because remember, I'm a vampire and I've been around for 3,000 years. But when I used to think you should be an organ donor. It makes no sense not to be. But as I've gotten older into my 3,000s, I'm like, you know what? It's personal choice. I don't. It should. You should. No. Don't even don't touch me. Don't touch me. That's how I feel. I'm like, leave my organs alone, and my blood, and my skin. And you know what? Let me just look the way I looked when I passed away. You don't even have to do, oh, he has to look good for the casket. No. Close the casket. Put me in there. Don't even put me in a casket. Dig a hole. Throw me in raw. And let the earth take my body and feed on it. One of these days, people will start to understand. I opened the cross. The chocolate cross. May the power of chocolate Christ compel you. Ah! Happy Easter. That's the end of Roasting the Dead with me, Mr. Christopher. I'm Mr. Christopher. I hope you enjoyed our Easter Sunday, Thursday, Easter Sunday, Thursday, Roasting the Dead, whenever. You may have not even watched this until 3 years from when it came out. Who knows? What am I, on national TV? What am I, on Fox News? Anyway, that's the end. I hope you enjoyed our Easter time. I hope you liked my eggafala. Mr. Squiggs says, bye, happy Easter. Go get your next dinner. I'm sure it won't be your last one. And enjoy. I hope the Easter Bunny brought you all the egg gifts you wanted. Whatever the Easter Bunny does for you, I don't know. Never be afraid. Always lead with love. Keep moving forward. Happy Easter and bye.
Mr. Christopher, you crazy.